We've been speaking with two offenders as a result of them being jailed. They have agreed, via the use of actors, for our interview with them to be told by the actors for your benefit. These are two individuals that were law-abiding citizens, and then within their work environment they turned to crime, one in fraud, one in theft. And how they stole the product, stole the money, how they rationalised in their own mind what they were doing, the motivation being the financial remuneration, and they had the opportunity because it was around their normal working environment.
James, thank you for talking to me. So, how long have you worked for the company?
Well, before I lost my job here, I was there about 6 years.
So clearly you weren't a criminal when you first started. What was the thing that changed that?
Well, I'd never been in trouble with the police. I'd never been arrested or locked up or anything like that. I just worked in the place and I just saw that there was lots of product, lots of flooring lying around. Nobody seemed to know anything about stock control or whose responsibility it was for sort of auditing and checking it, and I'd just seen it was there and I just thought I'd pinch some of it. And that's how it started, with me just pinching a box or two and then taking more.
So what was your motivation to doing all of that?
Well, like I say, you got all that stuff there, and it's expensive stuff, and I just thought, well, nobody knows, they clearly don't care, they don't run the business properly as far as I'm concerned, so I started off by taking a couple of boxes, and then I took more, and then I took more, and it just became a regular thing that every week I was taking boxes out of there, and then other people were doing it as well, and a few of us got together and we shifted even more gear out of there, and we were making really good money. We were making a good couple of £100 a week, and that's £1,000 a month. It gives you an awful lot more. I was better holidays, better car, going out for more beer. It just gave me more money, and while it was lying around there and I was pinching it, I was getting the money.
So while living a life like that, did you think you could get away with it?
God, I never thought I'd get caught, and I never thought I'd get arrested, but nobody seemed to know about how much product was wherever. It was on the shelves, it was left lying around on the factory floor. No, I never thought I'd get caught because nobody seemed to know what was going on, and we all worked shifts as well, and on other shifts, like night shifts, you got more chance to get stuff out of there, and no, I never thought I'd get caught, and if I did get caught, I thought I'd only get caught for a little bit and maybe just get given the boot.
So how did you feel while stealing all of the products and then selling them online?
Well, first couple of times I was a bit nervous and worried about taking it in case I did get caught, and then it just was so easy and you just knew you weren't going to get caught, although I did get caught. So just kind of took more, and then it just became absolutely normal working day practice of taking stuff out. So clearly I enjoyed the fact that I got extra money and I got all this money to do things with, and that's basically why I did it, for the money. After
getting arrested, was it all worth it?
No, definitely not. Like I say, I'd never been in trouble with the police. I never thought I'd get arrested. Maybe I might have got arrested, I don't know, but I never thought I'd go to jail, and of course the reality is I went to jail and I'm in jail with proper criminals, really, burglars, rapists, proper kind of like hardened criminals, and never thought I'd ever be there, but no, it wasn't worth it.
Jane, thank you for talking to me. So what expectations did you have from a small business which employs 10 people when you first started?
Well, I thought it'd be a good job because I knew the manager, she was a family friend, and it seemed like a really nice, friendly company, and I felt that I'd fit in really well to that company.
So when was the moment that you decided to commit such a crime after 10 years of experience there?
Well, my mum died and I always thought I'd get some money in her will, and I always had this dream of setting up my own craft business, and I kind of realised that wasn't going to happen, but I still wanted that dream to happen, and I think that was I think I'd always had that thought in the back of my head.
So that was your motivation to doing all of that?
Yeah, I just knew if I didn't do it soon, it would never happen. And I knew that I was the only one that really saw the books and that that knew how much money was coming in and out of the business. I was the only one that reconciled the accounts. So whilst the manager saw the paperwork, I knew she didn't put that much attention into it. So I just saw that opportunity, really.
So how did you feel while you were stealing the money?
I was a little bit nervous. Well, I was very nervous. The first time I did it, I felt sick and my stomach was churning, and I just thought, I saw a police car in my mirrors on the way home and thought they're coming to get me. But then nothing happened, and I just felt a little bit of a rush knowing that I'd done that and that nobody knew and that I'd got away with it. So I just started to take a little bit more and a little bit more money each time, and the rush just got bigger because I knew it was going towards my dream, and I just felt I was getting away with it.
So how did you feel after committing that? Did you get addicted to the rush?
Yeah, I think so. I got addicted to the rush, and I always thought that because they hadn't spotted it straight away that I would get away with it. And then when I moved, I just thought nobody would track me down. So as time went on, I just felt safer and safer. And I thought, yeah, I've got away with this.
What about after being arrested?
Oh, that was the worst day of my life, being arrested. And then when they found me guilty, I just, going to prison was horrendous. I was there with drug addicts and women that had been on the streets, and I just didn't know how to defend myself. And I'll always have a criminal record. I can't get away from that now.
So after all of that, would you say that it was all worth it?
No, not at all. If I could do it again, I would never have started it.
So you can see quite clearly the offenders had the opportunity to commit the crime in the workplace. But what's important, and it's indicative, that businesses and organisations become responsible, realistic and mature, that they have got dishonest employees in their workplace. They may have had dishonest employees in the workplace, or potentially they will have dishonest employees in the workplace. And it's not something that you can turn a blind eye to, because as you've seen, there are significant financial implications and also reputational implications as well for the business.